Hello, hello, hello! It's December 18th. My name is Patrick Weiss, and this is the 17th Speaking of Games, where we talk about gamer news and gaming-related stuff this week. And I want to introduce my guest. We have a special guest today, actually. Serge, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm using this shitty mic, but hopefully people can hear me.
All right. We have our three normal guests.
Sorry, I'm not a guest. I'm a co-host, if anything.
I agree with that.
That's how it is. I see how it is now, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
This isn't the Patrick Weiss show. Get in your head.
You know what? I think next year we're going to be under that name, so look for it.
You'll be the only one on that podcast.
Yep. I'll start my own podcast with hookers and blackjack.
And Super Futurama.
Forget the blackjack.
Get the blackjack. Just podcast hookers. Okay, we have a whole bunch of news this week. Like, it wasn't like too crazy this week, just but let's just jump right into it. So Nintendo's 3DS, it has greatly improved on their sales this week, and I think it's due to credit to Monster Hunters. The new Monster Hunters game, and
3DS is starting to have more and more appeal with me, just because I think we're getting to a point where price might drop a little more, especially for Boxing Day, and the games are starting to appeal to me more, like the new Metal Gear Solid that's gonna be coming out pretty soon.
that's on. Really, I didn't even know they were releasing one for the handheld.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Yeah, let's go.
when I was at E3, there was a demo for it. As media.
To me, I still don't really care about it.
Really, you know what?
I like it pretty.
I'm waiting for a Boxing Day, and I'm just gonna go out and pick one up.
I'm waiting for a game to actually be like, oh hey, this is worth playing on the 3DS.
Dude, Zelda.
Well, the Super
What's wrong with
Mario
Oh
Land.
no,
Yeah, what was
Zelda!
Super
I can play it
Mario?
on a screen this big, or I can play it on my TV.
Dude, it's
Screen is
remastered.
big?
I
Remastered.
think
big.
your TV's resolution might be worse than a 3DS.
My TV is 12 years old. Doesn't mean it's bad. Okay.
What about the new Mario game? Do you not like Mario either?
Oh,
or-
I hate.
Ah, girl, nah. I don't like Mario.
What about Monster Hunters? Apparently, a lot of people like Monster Hunters.
Yeah,
Is this?
Monster Catchers? You already love that game.
It's Monster Hunter.
It's
Not
I
Monster
actually
Hunter.
didn't love that game.
Really? You didn't like it?
No, I wanted to love it. I tried to believe in the dream, but I just
I
couldn't
never
make
like-
it work.
I know we tried to play with each other and like failed horribly. And that was just because we were like, I hope to God they get some type of like good online system. Nintendo is so bad with that. Like
Yeah.
their
For
PvP
the
is
Wii U?
garbage. For the Wii U, for the like 3DS, like they're so bad.
I love friend
friend
Well,
codes.
sure.
Yeah, friend codes. I love typing in like a 20
That's fair.
character friend code or a 30 character friend code. Sweet. And then it changes, and then you're like, wow. Yeah, man. But I think is this game did it get released here as well? Does anyone know?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it
I
was
have
just
not
Japan,
seen anything
right?
yet.
From what I've seen.
They usually come out so much bigger than here. Like here's like, well, who cares about Monster Hunter? There's like everybody has it.
Yeah,
For them, it's crazy big.
yeah. Apparently,
February.
it sold 3 million units, and this weekend they sold. Or last week they sold 300,000, like 378. So almost 400,000 units in 1 week. That's a pretty huge improvement. Because that's more than they sold at launch. That's like what?
Well, the launch with 3DS was pretty underwhelming, especially with the price tag and the
with
lack
the
of.
released.
I mean, the only games we were out for like, hey, look, it's Pilot Wings, or you're in this little submarine, or 50 versions of Nintendogs.
Dude,
Who
Nintendo.
cares?
Yo, I'm gonna buy all the Nintendo games.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Okay, so would anyone of you consider buying this over the Vita? That's like the real question I want to actually ask you guys.
Oh, over the Vita, no.
Yeah.
No.
Like, do you think
Would even still same
Like-
space.
like it's handheld, right? But
Yeah.
see, the PS Vita is like
There's for me,
Above?
there's a lot of games that are still coming out for just the DS, not the 3DS. So I have a DS. I have a DS Lite. I can play that instead. I don't see a reason to buy a 3DS for like 2-3 games.
Right.
Well, the Nintendogs, man, come on.
Yeah.
Nintendogs.
Ten dogs.
Look, I love dogs as much as anybody else.
I
That's
think
why you
more.
have
But
cats.
Yeah.
Cats too.
no,
Uh,
Nintendo cats. Nobody wants to play that. Come on.
No, it's Nintendogs plus cats. Come on.
I don't know.
You
This,
don't
okay?
They
Not
knew
all
what
of
they
us
were
care
getting
that
into.
much.
They knew what they were getting into. They were just like, nobody's gonna buy a cats game. Let's just tack them in there. We want cats, but let's still call it dogs.
Yeah, exactly. So on that 3DS note, we still have not we still have actually. They just released their ambassador, I think it's called, right? Their ambassador program. Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
I don't-
Then.
It's not
Is
a
it-
bad program. It's just some of the games like do they
Yeah.
really care?
Is it worth $100? That's what I want to know.
Not to me.
Well, no, you have to factor in like
Some-
they did have the 3DS early, and that they
Yeah.
should pay for that. They shouldn't get $100. They should get some kind of reimbursement.
They're getting over $100 worth of games apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I think it's what
It's-
10 Game Boy Color games and 10 Nintendo
Yeah.
games, like Super Nintendo games.
Something like it's a lot of games. Like it's just in their store. They're starting to launch stuff in the 3DS store.
There's a bunch of games. See if we can find a list of all those games.
I know the first one just got released a few days ago, the 15th on Thursday, and I think I don't know. A lot of people, I could see a lot of people actually going for this, and I'm surprised that not more people bought it when the ambassador program was like in effect still, because some of the games they're going to be releasing on it are pretty good. Like if you
What you should have done is waited for the 3DS price drop like a week before it, buy it, get the ambassador program, come back in, and get a price match back down to
exactly,
price.
man, that's sick. I should have done that, man. Oh, what was I thinking? Just like
Yeah.
go to Best Buy, buy one, then return it the week after when it drops in price.
You don't return it. You just go in and be like, oh yeah, I want to get a price match for this receipt. Boom.
Yeah, but wait.
Good.
Oh, that's true. Do you want? Is it linked to an account? Do you think, or is it actually linked to the console itself?
It's probably to I don't know. I think I never had a DS since they added the whole
Obviously, yeah.
accounts to it. But like the games that are available for the Game Boy, like because they're giving you 10 Game Boy Advance games and 10 something else.
Right.
The Game Boy Advance games that are available are Metroid Fusion,
Oh,
Legend
that
of
game
Zelda-
is sick.
Yeah, that's
Legend of
true,
Zelda: The Minish Cap, Wario Land 4, WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games, Mario vs Donkey Kong, Mario Advance 3, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones.
See, those games are sick.
Ooh.
You know that
Sweet.
those games were sick, man. See, I almost think it was worth buying the ambassador program.
For me, out of this, Metroid Fusion maybe, Legend of Zelda maybe,
you would,
Mario Kart, Mario Donkey Kong maybe, and Fire Emblem for sure.
Yeah,
Kirby,
Fire-
I don't
that's what I was
care.
gonna say.
F-Zero,
Oh, man.
meh. Yoshi, meh. Wario games, they're not really the kind of games that'd be like, whoa, this is totally worth it. They're fun, but then that's about it. They lose it really quickly. For me,
I
at
care
least.
about like 5 of those games. That's about it.
Yeah.
And like, as soon as they said Zelda, I was like, no.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, all the haters.
No.
God damn it, that was so good. How can you hate it, man?
I'm okay. I don't hate the new one
Anyway,
so far.
let's move on. We got some interesting new, not really news. I guess just came out this week, which looks absolutely amazing.
Buy it.
But yeah, seriously, buy it if you haven't bought it. It's an amazing deal. But anyway, regardless of that,
Alright, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna go buy it.
they have a bundle fatigue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many bundles out right now, and like, let me give a list. We got Humble Bundle 4. The big ones are Humble Bundle 4, the 99% bundle, Little Big Bunch, the Indie Gala, and the Xmas bundle.
And
That's
the
big.
Indie Royale.
We got 5. Oh, and this other Jesus Christ
Intermediate wear, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
let's look through this. 99% bundle.
Okay.
These
Horrible.
games are made these games are crap. I'm sorry, maybe they're not crap, but they're not on the same they're not anywhere on
Level,
the same
yeah.
level as the Humble Indie bundle.
Yeah,
Little Big
okay.
Bunch, there's some games that are pretty good. Like you got Munch's Odyssey, which was an Xbox launch title, which is kind of cool, and like original Xbox, not like 360. And Frozen Synapse, and Serious Sam Double D, which could be cool.
Pretty good,
And sort of
yeah.
Explodamon game
these two
and the
bundles
soccer game.
and the Xmas bundle, I think, are the only ones that are really any good.
Yeah,
to
like
be
Little Big
honest.
Bunch is a pretty good bundle. I'll probably pick it up. The
The
Indie Gala,
bundle is pretty
it
good.
has
It's
a,
all right.
it has a nice looking site. The games on
Yeah.
it actually, I don't know how good Zombie Shooter is. We got some sort of hacking game and sort of adventure game, and then the only game that I think I even consider playing on it is In Momentum.
Yeah, that game
So-
looks cool.
Yeah, uh, the Inter-Real Christmas bundle. No, I don't like it. It's honestly very
Yeah.
their bundles since the first two, to me, have been very underwhelming. The first two bundles, I'm like, man, I can't believe I missed out on that. Now it's like, wow, really? You gave me this?
Really? You don't?
Yeah.
Do you think though that they just don't have the games anymore, or what? What's going on there?
Yeah. Well, it's like at this point, I own so many indie games. Do I care about buying some more that never heard of before? Like I've heard of
Sure.
Dino D-Day,
Yeah.
and I've heard mixed things, and I've heard of Eats.
Amazing
Jesus.
game.
No, how is it
And then-
amazing?
Because fucking Hitler brings back dinosaurs from the dead. Period.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
Then the Intermediaware bundle has like 8 games, and this is just they're all mini games, but they're not this again not anywhere the same level as the Humble Indie bundle.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, The Humble
Yeah.
Indie bundle is absolutely ridiculously awesome right now.
As,
Yeah.
as I'm purchasing it as we speak, as I am
Like-
purchasing the Humble Indie bundle, I have
The
to admit,
combined total of these games is $85. So if you spend like right now the minimum is like $5.32. If you spend $5,
Which is
if you
high.
spend $5.33, you just got yourself $85 worth of games. And you got Night Sky HD, which not bad. Shank was a pretty big release. Super Meat Boy's pretty big. Jamestown and Gratuitous Space Battles are a bit smaller, like in terms of like how big their name is and how
Yeah.
well known they are. But they're still good looking quality indie games. Like Gratuitous Space Battles by itself was $20 on Steam. You're paying a quarter of that, and you get 7 other games.
Honestly, just Super Meat Boy, Bitch About a Shank. Like, actually, you know what? All of these games are worth that much. You know what I mean? Like,
Each game here is worth
they're
at
so
least
good.
$5.
Separately,
you're getting
separately,
so-
like-
yeah, exactly. It's the best. Like every Christmas, they put out really good bundles, and this is
Yeah.
one of them.
Like, and I know, like, I've been looking at them, and the whole bundle has kind of like, since 3, it hasn't been as like strong as it was when like 2 and 1 came out. But with this
Well-
bundle, it's like crazy.
The bundles with them before it are like the in between small bundles. Then like the actual
Well,
number.
they had Humble Bundle
are the
3.
big-
Humble Bundle 3 was not as big as Humble Bundle 2 and 1.
I don't
It
remember
had-
Humble Bundle 3 at
Yeah,
all.
it was not nearly as big. I can't remember what it had on it. Well, obviously I bought it, but anyway, yeah, you guys should definitely buy this. But like, you think they can keep on doing this, like releasing the bundles, like constantly, like they've been doing?
Actually,
People are
look,
actually still gonna buy it?
Humble Bundle 3 had VVV in it,
Oh, okay.
and
That's pretty
a
good.
couple other games. So yeah, there's some good games on there.
Okay.
And then they had the couple of bundles that were like the Frozen Synapse bundle, the box that
That was
dropped
sick.
debut,
Frozen
the
Synapse bundle.
Introversion bundle. All those bundles are very kind of the small
They're
in
small,
between,
yeah.
leading up to the Humble Indie bundle.
The indie bundles.
That's still the
Yes.
Frozen Bite bundle was still pretty good, just because of was it Trin? Did I say that right? Trin?
Trine.
Sorry,
God.
Trin.
You're so bad at this.
Dude,
I told you last
it's-
week. It's
I know,
fine.
I know. And I still can't wait till 2 goes on sale on Christmas.
You know what disturbs me a little bit about this?
What?
Notch isn't one of the top
The highest,
contributors.
isn't it?
Notch didn't
Oh,
buy this.
$6,000.
Notch
That's
didn't buy
pretty-
this indie bundle.
Maybe he did.
He just
yeah.
chipped out.
Said-
Wow.
Beats the minimum by 1 cent. Yep.
I never liked that
Hey,
Notch
hey, hey.
character.
I'm gonna get it. Like, I'm gonna beat the minimum by like $2. That's it. That's what I'm going for.
I donate $10.
Was it?
I just want Super Meat Boy and Shank. Like that's the 2 games because I haven't played Shank
Cave
yet. I
Story
was
and
there.
Bit Trip Runner are good too as well.
Play
Super
and
Mario is so fun.
Night Sky's a good puzzle game too. I definitely all those games in there are definitely like worth playing for sure all the way through. Because I know I own I think 3 or 4 of the games already, and I still bought the bundle just because the other games are so good.
Yeah, I bought Super Meat Boy before. I feel like it was
Yeah.
in another bundle.
I got mine on this when it was on sale, the Steam sale in the summer.
I
But-
may have gotten it too, but I feel like it was in some sort of humble bundle,
I
wasn't
feel
it?
like it
That's what I
was.
think.
No.
Let me research
Super Meat
this.
Boy? I don't think so. This is the first bundle it's been in,
I don't know.
which is interesting because I think they kind of led to that because they did have the Binding of Isaac, which was like another game released by that company, and like I think they do have a partnership, so maybe any new games in the future they might be able to get some of them on there, which they look like they're going to be making some sick games in the future.
Yeah, you're right. It was not in any
Yeah.
other. Like it was the first bundle it's in. And here's a list of the games that were in 3. It was Crayon Physics Deluxe, Cogs, VVV, Hammer Fight, and Yet It Moves, Steel Storm, and Atom Zombie Smasher.
Adam's Zombie Smasher is good. So the bundle wasn't that
And the steel fight's pretty fun too.
Steel Fights.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Steel
played.
Storm.
Steel Storm.
Sorry.
or
Oh,
whatever
you're
it's
right.
called.
No, that game is fun. Oh, I do remember playing
You
that.
yeah, you like
Hammer
spin a
Fight?
sword around with your
Yeah.
your mouse.
Yeah. Hammer Fight was
Hammer
like
Fight.
so
Hammer Fight.
hard.
Okay.
Hammer Fight's just so hard.
Oh, you have
Like
my
that game's
God.
so hard, and you're like trying to like spin
Yeah,
it
you're like,
around, and it
oh my
doesn't go with
God.
you. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's so annoying. I don't know. I hope they keep on releasing bundles, and I hope people still buying them because for good cause, and they always seem to release good games. The Humble Bundle always seems to release good games, but if some of these other bundles, I think they're just like, oh, we can just bundle our games together and people will buy them. Yeah, let's do that and like
Yeah,
jump on.
it's a
the wagon.
proven model. Like the humble indie bundle makes a lot of money. So people are like,
they
"Hey,
just-
we have shitty indie games. Why don't we make a bundle?"
Yeah. See, it works if you have quality games. That's why Humble Indie Bundle. They broke 1 million within like 2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they were also the very first to do this.
Yeah, but they're also the very first ones to actually provide quality. Like I said, the Indie Royale is the other big one, as far as I think.
This one is slid like so far.
And that one's worse. Like the other ones we mentioned are not anywhere on the same level. The Little Big Bunch is coming out. One that's coming out now. It's made by I think the UK developers.
Yeah, this
that
one's
one's-
not bad. That one's
It's
even better. I
actually
think,
it
than-
has some good names. It's not it's not as good as Humble Indie Bundle.
Well, the indie
but,
gala looks really good.
Really?
I might actually pick this up.
yeah, like I
Indie-
don't know. If you're only gonna straight
Yeah.
up,
Oh, yeah.
they're always the best. But Indie Royale has their moments. Like the first one was pretty good, and the second one was pretty good too. But after like the third one and like the fourth one, they're kind of like fading down. They're gonna release a New Year's bundle too, which comes out after this one, like a week after this one closes or something like that.
Yeah,
And
like
hopefully they
you said.
release some more good games, but you know, I'm not actually
Yeah.
entirely
Yep.
sure what they're gonna be doing with that. So I don't know. Let's I guess we'll wait. I think that you're gonna still keep on selling. It gets more people on PC, which is sweet. Yeah, PC.
Yeah, it also opens up gaming to people that don't necessarily. Well, I guess people that aren't us
Yeah, that's true.
that don't have amazing gaming rigs.
Yeah, like these games are, and they're
Like
they're also
me.
putting platform too. That's a big thing the Humble Bundle does is they really produce they make sure that all their games are going to be released on Mac, Linux, and that they're they're not like the craziest games, so everyone should be able to play them. I've wide variety of people. Like what games does the Linux get? Like, come on,
Yeah, that's why Linux donates so much. You're like, holy shit, a game!
$10.
$100.
That 3 million. That 3 million broke. That was probably all Linux users. Probably like
Yeah.
5 of them. They were just like, we got something.
It's funny.
Buy it.
They have a little chart showing off when we bought it, and it's actually it used to be a lot more Windows. There's a lot more of a like almost like 90% of it was Windows, and it's finally opened up a little bit with the Mac and Linux fighting back.
90% Windows because 90% of people use Windows.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
games.
They're too indie for games. Anyway, let's see. Oh, so there's 3 new bundles by the Indie Royale that are coming out. I mentioned the New Year's one. They have their Alpha one, which was mentioned a long time ago, but it's getting released in 4 weeks. And then they have a Valentine's Day bundle already ready for 7 weeks.
I'm too stoked about them.
I know
I
what
think
I'm
they're gonna
getting
keep-
my special someone.
Yeah.
Me too.
Your left hands.
Oh, yeah, but
A Valentine's Day bundle. Yeah.
There you go. Have it.
All right, let's move on. Witcher 2 claims to be. Let's see. We talked about them last week a lot. I think we had a big discussion about that, and I think this is a little bit of wrap up. In an article, I can't remember where this was from. I think it was PC Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's posted in PC Gamer, and basically it outlines a lot of what they've been doing, about how they've been going after people in Germany, and basically it was like what I thought originally. It was that they're suing people. They have a settlement ready, which is the $1,000, and if you want, you take it to court, and that's like so douchebaggy. I don't know if we want to go into this again. I don't know what you guys think. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Well, do we have any updates on it?
Well, they're claiming to have
okay.
100% accuracy in identifying the pirates.
They're claiming to have 100% accuracy. Yeah, so the company they've hired has said that they are 100% accurate, that they can identify.
That's a
that-
bit far-fetched. I mean, even
I
Lysol
somehow
only
very
kills
much doubt
99.9% of all germs.
Like, I somehow very much doubt that. It's just like, unless they're willing to review about how they keep doing it and like what exactly
Yeah.
they're doing to have this accuracy, you're just like they're just blowing smoke. They're not doing this. It's just like they want some kind of legitimacy if they do take this ever to court. And even then, like they'd have to show them.
The company and how they did. They didn't even show the company or mention the company, saying that it would give them bad like press. What do you mean? They're doing what they're getting paid for. That's obviously what the company was made for. Like, how's it going to give them bad press? And they don't want people to like find out the way they're doing it. Like, it's stupid. It's so dumb. And the way that they're going about this, like,
We should contact them and ask them how they do it.
Dave,
Probably some guy in the basement.
Like,
Just
good
like, sitting
tells-
there. He's like, you're burning this.
I don't know, man. I like. No one's gonna bring them to court because it's gonna cost them way more, and the chances of them like being able to countersue and like getting all the money back from the actual lawsuit is like low.
Yeah, if one person wins, then everybody wins.
Yeah, that's true, but it's a lot cheaper in the long run to say because they can draw out it too. They can make it. They can draw it out, and like you just end up paying like so much more money. You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna take them to court.
Yeah, but if they all get together and they all pool in some money, then they can get a way bigger settlement.
I think they would still lose. Like they would. I don't know. Even if they wouldn't lose, I think they'd still lose in the long run. They'd lose out on their money, and that's why it's so like dirtbaggy. Like companies should not go after copyright laws like this. Like legislation needs to be in place.
Sounds shady.
You know, it's like a shakedown. Like it's like, oh yeah, you guys stole this game. We're gonna make you pay $1,000 for it each, and if you take us to court, we're gonna make you pay like 10 times that amount. You know,
Don't steal their games.
Well, I mean, there has to be some legitimacy to it.
well, yeah.
Whatever amount for the game. So apparently they're finding pirates, but like there has to be like one or two guys that are like, well, I have the physical copy, and they're still making them pay. It's just like somebody comes out, he's like, I have the disc. See, it's like Witcher drawn out belt. Just like, Witcher.
He
No,
burns
no,
the
without a
CD.
D. Witcher.
Yeah,
Art.
I don't know.
I see.
You know,
I see both your points of view. Yuri, you're saying they stole the game. Like it's
Break
your
their
fault
fingers.
for yeah.
Just break them.
Break their fingers.
Come
Past
on.
like they stole the game, but the company's taking a wrong approach to getting to getting not repercussions, not reimbursements, but to like actually getting their money's worth
Get
from the
paid what they're
pirates.
worth?
So there needs to be some balance in between, so they can take the pirates to court, but they don't use these scare tactics to maybe some people that actually didn't pirate the game, even though they have 100% accuracy, that are like scared. Like an old grandma's like, "Oh my God, what do I do? I'm just gonna give them this $1,000 and get it over with." Because
I don't know, man.
there can
I'm
There could have been a lot of ways they could have went about this. I mean, they could have been nice and just said, "All right, you're getting sued for $1,000 unless you can prove that you have purchased the game." In that case, people can just go out and buy the game for like $60 and be like, "Hey, look, I bought it." Like, okay, cool. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is more of like a warning, more of a, hey, stop pirating
That's
games.
what they were saying. Yeah, in the article itself, they
Yep.
talked about how like they want this to be a warning to people, and how that they don't think it's going to stop piracy, but hopefully it reduces it, and
Yeah.
piracy, which is true. But I don't know. I'm with Gabe Newell, in his approach. I read an interview about him and a lot of the stuff that's been going on recently, and he just says that to beat piracy, you just need better service. iTunes did
Well,
it with
that's pretty
their
much
music.
it. Like, look at Steam sales.
Steam
Look at how many
did it with
Steam
their games.
Yeah,
everybody
but
has.
Gabe Newell's in a different business. Gabe Newell's in the business of selling games. CD Projekt Red is in the business of making games and then making money off selling them.
But Steam is also in the process of making games and selling them too.
Yeah, but Steam doesn't get hurt by piracy at all.
That's not true. Their games get pirated all the time.
Steam doesn't have any games, bro.
Buy less games. No, at Valve.
I
owns
know.
Steam.
I realize that. I know
Right?
what you're saying. But Valve games get pirated, but Steam doesn't care about piracy. Steam is they're raking in the money. They're owned by the same company, but they're two different divisions.
I would disagree with that. Steam doesn't care about piracy because if people pirate their games, they don't get a cut of the sales.
No, I agree, but
They have a different perspective on piracy. Is that what you're trying to
And-
say?
The
I
person who
guess.
runs Steam, the person who runs Valve is one and the same.
I realize that. But
It's-
Steam,
so obviously
the
he
Steam
has some
day-to-day
type of-
operations are different from the Valve day-to-day operations.
But the same person oversees both of them. And
Yes,
owns a big jing stake in the company.
but I'm saying if you look at them as separate entities, then you can abstract us to like any level. You can say PC Mag is owned by this giant media conglomerate. Everything's owned by something higher than it. Therefore, everything's affected by everything. But if you abstract it to that much, then you lose meaning.
But like Valve is directly, or even Steam directly affects by piracy. Even though they're raking the money,
Yeah,
they
but-
probably want to make
but-
more money. Therefore, they want to
but-
reduce
The
piracy.
piracy of Valve games doesn't necessarily affect Steam. It affects in the sense that the company running Steam has a bit less money to do stuff, but Steam as a service and business by itself isn't affected by the piracy of Valve games.
No, but the piracy in general is affected through Steam. And they didn't buy it on Steam. Well, there's Steam's cut throughout the door. Right? The more people pirate games, the less money Steam has.
Yeah, but then you can argue
Sure.
if someone buys it retail, Steam's losing money as well. So Steam gets hurt by sales of games just as much as it gets hurt by piracy.
Yeah, but that's more legitimate. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Because like I don't know. All I know is store bought PC games is like non-existent. It has been for a really long time.
dying breed.
Like you
Nobody,
can go to, like
nobody
Best
has
Buy.
them.
Yeah, and no one's getting the new release. Well, it's just because no one buys them, man. Like, I guess like the only ones you
Well,
ever
there was,
see
like-
are
there was,
the
like-
games.
You
That's
get
the
like
only one you
5
ever see still.
copies. You get like 5 copies of Skyrim on PC in store, and then you're just like, why are they even there? Like,
Yeah.
Nobody buys it. I think it's like the Steam stuff is for like on computers, like grandma's buying gifts for kids, because like grandma's not gonna go on Steam and be like, here's my credit card information.
Makes sense. They beat through service, and I think that's what's gonna hold out in the long run. Like service will beat piracy. It's not gonna eliminate it, but it's gonna beat it. In a sense that you're gonna want to use it because it works well with everything else. Like pirating games is just annoying. Like compared to like going and getting them on Steam, where they're like always ready, always up to date. Like they like automatically do everything for you. Like that you can recover them anytime. You know what I mean? It's just so much easier and quicker. Like the downloads are so much
And
faster.
Steam's like, they cater this. They do sales. Like Limbo was what, $250 this week. You're just like, I could,
Yeah.
take an hour to download Limbo like off online, like to search for it, or I could just, pay $250 and get it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like I'd rather have it on Steam, because that way, like if I have to reinstall anything or if I have to do anything with my computer, I still have it there.
Did you guys?
Yeah, that's-
And I have my friends list.
Did you guys? His latest kind of production.
No.
I heard
Put it up
he.
for $5.
Yeah.
A copy on his website, I believe.
Yeah, so he digitally distributed his own one of his sets he did in New York, I think, himself. He did all the production. He set up his website. basically he set up the download, he set up his website, and sold it online for $5 to see if this was a legitimate way that he could sell his production, his
humor.
sure, his humor.
Well, music.
His stand-up
Music's
routine.
been doing this for a while.
Louis C.K.
Like, who was it? Like, I don't. No, the music industry have been doing this for a while. I don't remember who the first person who did this, but like,
Radiohead.
when they did, yeah, they for whatever, like you can pay whatever you want.
This was a little different because Louis C.K. It wasn't a pay what you want. It was a $5. It was produced by himself, so that there was. I'm pretty sure there was no DRM. There was nothing like that, and the big push was there was no big quote unquote corporation tied to the production at all. So he had free reign of exactly what he could do with the video. And kind of as a postmortem, he set out this little blog post on his website saying that overall there were over 100,000 copies sold through his online service, and he made like enough money to cover all the production and all the editing that he did on the project. But he didn't make as much money as he would if he went through a big corporation, but he called it a success because he had so much more freedom, and it was kind of like an FU to the corporation, saying that this might be the way of the future for everyone.
Man, that must be really expensive because what, he made 500,000 and he like just covered costs, made a bit of money.
He didn't just cover. I think he made. Oh, I don't remember. It was like
The thing is,
35.
I've never.
You've never heard of him?
No. I mean, I've never heard of this. Like, you know what I mean? I think if this becomes more popular, and he continues to do this, he's just gonna make more and more money as more people find out what he's doing, and they keep on buying it, right?
And
He'll be the white Tyler Perry.
And the way this kind of ties in
God.
to our piracy talk is that his production was put up on Pirate Bay, even though he specifically said, like, if this gets pirated, I'm probably not going to do another one, because if this isn't making me money, why would I ever do it? I'm just going to go through a big corporation again. He basically said piracy did not hurt his sales at all. Like, piracy...
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was... I don't know. I doubt he was tracking anything, but he suspects that piracy barely hurt his sales.
Going to buy it, they're not going to buy it. So the people that don't buy it, they're either going to pirate it and watch your content, be like, hey, this guy's sick, or they're not going to watch it either way. So
Yeah, I think people are they're just like, oh, we're losing money. This is like hurting the industry, but they have like no idea what they're talking about. You know?
yeah, well, people have this. There's this really good quote I had about people being wrong about everything they do. But it's basically like people just.
That's
fucking
the
wrong.
quote. It's true. That's the quote.
It was basically like cause and effect. Like, if you want to look like a sprinter, you should train like a sprinter. Well, that's not essentially true. People that look the way they are like sprinting, so that's why they look like sprinters. It's kind of like that. Cause does not equal effect. So like, oh, people stealing our money means we're losing money, but people aren't stealing your money, sort of. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. Like, if it's not there in the first, like, you can't be hurting it.
Yeah.
And it's on this note, I guess we can mention SOPA. We don't really know much about it.
We're
The
Canadian.
law
It's
in general, yeah, we're
complicated.
Canadian, and it's complicated, and no one really understands like exactly what it means. I watched some of the proceedings, and it was kind of boring.
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Congress,
Like
really?
it was like it was
Wow.
really a lot of the stuff
I
they said
watch
was pretty interesting,
C-SPAN
but
like 24/7. It's fucking exciting
I'm
shit.
streaming it all the time. It's all I watch. No, but
C-SPAN.
it wasn't like some of it was boring, but some of it was interesting. They do mention a lot of things, but honestly, it's kind of like extreme. So that's I guess all we're gonna say about it.
Why can't we skim
Total
through?
Biscuit did a pretty good job of explaining it. We can skim through it if you want, Yuri.
You can skim through just like this is what I've heard. Like websites like Facebook and Tumblr are going to be affected in the sense that they can be told to shut down. That's what I've understood from it.
That's like a scare tactic on Reddit's part, really. This only affects outside website. This bill, the SOPA bill, only affects outside websites. So websites that are hosted outside of the U.S., where they don't have any jurisdiction on, they already have jurisdiction inside the U.S. Via Digital Millennium Copyright Law, where they can already take an avenue to that. But outside the U.S., places like China, Russia, the big piracy places, they have no jurisdiction on. They can't enforce it. So this is a way for them to control inside the United States.
Are you sure that's the case? Because I remember seeing someone posted an article on like the official White House website, like whitehouse.org, and it was like this article is illegal, or this whole website can be taken down because of this one article, and it had a link to like ImageGuru or something. It was just like proving a point.
It just sounds weird. The whole situation is like, how are you gonna like control the content right outside? Like passing the bill inside your country to control everything that goes on the outside. It just sounds very weird. Maybe I just don't understand it, but like from what I've heard about it, it sounds pretty fucked up. Like,
yeah, it's like the thing about that though is that if it's hosted in the United States, they already have the power to seizure and search server-side websites, and everything's saved on a server. That's where it's really confusing. Is when I was listening to the proceedings, they talked a lot about the Digital Millennium Copyright Law, which is a law that is will, if this passes, be associated with that one. And it's kind of like a little more extreme because it goes outside the U.S. sort of. And I'm pretty sure that if this bill passes, the only thing you're gonna see from our side is nothing. This one. There's another one they're releasing that is like what they extreme. This one's a little better, so we're just gonna sneak this one through, and that's more extreme. That's like blocking like DNS. This one does that too, but this one is like this one can be done inside the U.S. as well. I don't know. It's really confusing. The bill is extremely long. It's like 50 to 100 pages of just like the same shit over and over and over again.
It's not meant for people like us.
Yeah, it's like for lawyers and politicians. It's like extreme.
It just seems like you have to keep trying to do that. Something like, oh, we're gonna shut this down. We're gonna shut this website down. Like it's not. Same thing's gonna keep happening. People are just gonna keep jumping hosts. They're gonna keep jumping, from website to whatever, and like it will really not stop anything. The only people it will affect is not the actual pirates. It will affect like bloggers and stuff who want to post videos and like of games to kind of enrich the media, and they won't be able to do that. Whereas like any people who pirate all this stuff, they've obviously dedicated themselves so much that they can be like, oh fuck it, we'll find another host, and then.
Pat, I've been
like.
It's the SOA bill is specifically dedicated. I was just reading this article, and it's specifically for foreign websites.
Really, because what I'm reading, it's for foreign websites, but it has stipulations that can affect U.S. companies.
It's kind of like blurry because like even though YouTube, let's say, is a American company, they have international users, right? So like, I think
we need to read up on it more and then come back next week and really have a talk about it then, because right now we don't have enough information to have a really concrete discussion.
If you guys want something to add you over, Total Biscuit, not Total Biscuit? Yeah, he did on his, he does YouTube stuff, and he did a really big talk about it. He has a whole bunch of links posted about why it's bad, why doesn't promote it. It's going to change a lot of things if it passes. Like media is going to change on the internet. A lot of things will get shut down on YouTube specifically. It's just going to be more stranglehold and more strict, basically. But I guess we can move on. I will come back to like next week.
Sure.
It's really extreme, like and intense, like the actual stuff and the wording, the way they go
it's
about
all
doing
lawyerese and stuff like that.
Yeah, Anyway, let's like move on from something a little more
It's
exciting.
weird.
A little less depressing.
Let's talk about stuff we know. Let's talk about stuff we know. What the fuck we're talking
Let's talk about games.
Yeah, woo. If only one of us was like in like law school or like pre-law.
Pat, you're the closest.
Dude, I'm in neuroscience.
Yeah, you're the closest.
not even close.
Anyway, on that note, Skyrim being buggy.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
What else? What else?
Skyrim. Well, Skyrim.
It's bug-
Yeah, Skyrim.
Skyrim's
on.
buggy, but
Whoops.
a little different.
Yeah, Skyward Sword. Sorry, Skyward Sword is broken, or it will
Only
be.
if you do something in a very specific way.
But like, if you think about it, I bet you a lot of people have done this and are like freaking out. They're like, "How do you beat this game?" And like, it doesn't work. Yeah, because
I
like,
don't know if it's a lot of, basically the way it works is if you go on this quest, you get these 3 different songs,
Mhm.
and if you get one of them,
Now I know there's
That's-
songs in the game. I don't even have an instrument. What? Oh no!
I will
you
kill
want
you.
it, you want to hear about this because if you do it the wrong way and you save over it, you're
Yeah.
never gonna be able to beat it.
Yeah. Well, you have to start a new game basically.
Yeah.
If you have to complete the quest in these 2 different areas first, but not the desert. So if you go to this one place, if you go to the desert, you're screwed.
Yeah.
And you do
Actually, if
that,
you
and
just do the desert first, you just
Let's
fail.
see.
if you do the desert and you talk to this Golo the Goron
Oh god,
guy,
now I'm.
Yeah, it's over.
so if you go
I
into
never got
that,
that far.
it just screws up everything and you can't go on.
So it says complete the Thunder Dragon event to receive his song before heading over to the forest or the volcano regions.
Wait, so do the desert
The
first?
golem in the mine again. At this point, the forest and the Valken event will no longer occur, making it impossible to continue.
No,
So
do the desert
no,
first.
so you don't want to do that. So if you go to the Thunder Quest, which Seba said it perfectly. If you go to the desert, you're
You're
done.
screwed.
You're
Yeah.
effed in the
I
Just
restarted.
go to.
Wait, can you do the other place and then you can do the desert?
Yep.
Yeah, you do either the
Or-
woods or the volcano first.
Yeah.
You're good.
You have to do both of them actually, because if you get one of them and then go do that desert one,
Says
yeah.
or. Says in fair
This-
woods.
So you can't.
This issue will occur if fire and water songs have already been collected before collecting the Thunder Song.
See, I'm on the official Nintendo walkthrough for
Oh.
this.
Yeah,
and
I'm on
it's,
it.
Yeah, hold on.
So
So
we
you
that's probably the
can't, like-
safest way.
Sorry, go on.
So you can't save over it. If you save over it, it's like broken. Like it's done.
Well,
Yeah.
because
You
from what I
do
understand, it doesn't happen right away. So you probably save like, oh, everything's fine, but then later on you'd get screwed. Is that how it works?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
events don't trigger. I
So
think.
yeah.
Yeah, an event doesn't trigger, so if you can't get your way back, you're fucked.
I feel sorry for like the casual players that's just confused. He's like, I don't know what to do.
I wonder, like,
Why is it not here?
does Nintendo
I
have the
have to go
ability
back
to
and
patch?
2 hours tutorial.
Do they have the ability to patch a game after you already bought it? Like, if you buy the game, it's in your Wii. Can you download a patch?
Nintendo's
Yeah.
going to issue a patch. That's what they're doing. They've already said that there is a patch coming, and it will be announced a little later, but they have announced that it will be coming.
Because like in the Game Informer, they're like, well, they're not sure when Nintendo's gonna do this because whether it's gonna be like by pressing new discs or by allowing players to send in their save files. And it's like, shouldn't there be a way to just fix?
Yeah, there's a release. Let's see.
How many
There's
Wii's
a
are hooked up
release
to the
from
internet?
America,
Do they have a stat on that?
important basic
It's
America.
0. Like 5.
I'm sure some are. I mean, most families have Wi-Fi, and if their dads or anything, like the stereotypical dad, he'll want to set up Wi-Fi right away.
No. Okay, no, you are right.
Yeah,
As
add
of
all those
now,
friend codes. You want
this
those
is like
friend
ridiculous. As of now, if you want to get it back, you can call them. They will. You can put your thing on a SD or a a GameCube like file. You can send it to them. They'll fix it for you and send it back to you. As of now, that's the only way they can fix
That's
it for
so
you.
complicated.
What, they can't give you, like, you can't download a file and put your
Not
SD
right
card?
now. Not right now.
God.
So you have to send it in.
But
If you,
wait,
if
so
you've done it.
Do we know where this is? Is this near the end of the game or in the
No
middle?
idea.
Yeah.
For the 3 quests, the song quest, don't do the desert first. Do it last, and then you're good.
Can you restart the game though? Like,
Yeah,
restart
Yeah,
the
you
game
restart.
is fine?
Yeah.
This is further on in the game, so it's like you restart, you just lost so much.
Yeah, you just do the goddamn intro again. Holy shit.
I know, 2 hours. Like, what the fuck? I don't know how to use a damn sword. Thank you. Like, that game's tutorial. That game starts so slow. It's sad. Never power through it.
And speaking of Skyward Sword, this is a little older of an article, but yeah, when the game got released, and I actually just found it today, which is weird. Usually I'd find this a lot sooner, but apparently this guy he downloaded the game and put it on Dolphin. And I don't know if any of you guys know what that is, but it's a GameCube Wii emulator because they're basically the same thing. So
I have no idea what an emulator is.
nice.
Oh.
Anyway, if you don't know what an emulator is, okay, it's a program that runs on your computer that'll host games from other stuff like
Not necessarily.
computer or something that runs an emulator like a
Yes.
Could be. It's a program that
Yeah.
emulates another thing. Like
yeah,
in
it's a
this-
program that emulates another console. There you go. That explained it. You get ROMs. ROMs are games. Load on emulator. Emulators are basically consoles, virtual consoles. Anyway, going on. Dolphin is a emulator for Wii and GameCube, and apparently this guy he hosted it on his computer, and he said that he can get like higher frame rates and like the textures look amazing on it, and apparently it's just a better experience on a PC, which I find hilariously
Well,
funny.
Of course, because you're not playing it on the Wii. Like,
Yeah, like-
of course, experience.
Like they made the game and they like toned it down for the Wii, so like the frame rate is a lot slower and the graphics aren't as good apparently. And when you post it on a PC using Dolphin, you can crank up these like settings and it allow it to play a lot smoother, which is kind of sad to be honest. Like, sorry.
I don't think Nintendo really cares at this point. It's like we made all the money we possibly could with this. Like that's we're moving on. Like, there's no Zelda fans. Maybe like I wish I could play it on PC because Zelda fans are pretty much like either 10 or like 35. It's like, alright, we got it. We already got it. Like who cares about the PC now?
Yeah. I don't know if we can get some of these photos up, but we can try.
They're up right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. They're pretty shocking. Like they have like the Nintendo version of it, and then when you look at the actual PC version, it's like crystal clear. Like everything is like the lines are really defined, and like everything shows
It
up.
looks
really
really nice.
It's,
on
it's
the
I don't
really
think-
cool how it
Yeah.
you can in the PC just by being on PC it looks better.
because it just turns up the frame rate.
The
and,
problem
you
with
know,
this is I have nothing to compare it to.
what there's stuff above.
Are there compares?
Yeah, if you scroll
Just,
up,
yeah.
So
there are
confused.
comparisons. There are comparisons. Yeah, so there's comparison photos which they show at the start, which is like, oh wait, do they show comparison photos? Maybe not.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
That's what I
You're a
thought.
We'll
liar.
find.
Yeah.
We'll find
That's what I
comparison
thought.
photos.
Come
We'll
on.
find.
Oh, don't say things we can't
Yeah,
promise.
this guy.
We'll find the comparison photos.
Yeah, Patrick Weiss will find them
We'll find.
and then
them. I'll
show them
find
to
them.
you himself.
I will do. Yeah, I will literally print it off, fly to your house, and show you in person. That's
Yeah, I'm down with that.
That's a promise.
The Patrick Weiss promise.
Like if you show up, just as long as you pay for the plane ticket, you'll be there.
Yeah, if you pay for the flight ticket, I'll be there,
And the printings.
and my hotel room.
No, that you can just stay with
Well, you're
them.
not
Why-
gonna- you're not gonna-
Why
Oh, yeah.
would you just stay? You come in, you give them, oh, here's the picture, and then you leave. You go to the next person.
Yeah, dude, that's creepy. I don't want to stay with them. I don't know who they are.
No, just like, here's the picture. Now where's the couch?
Yeah.
For dinner.
What's for
There.
dinner? I'm starving.
I've been on a plane all day.
Trying to get this damn picture.
Anyway, yeah, follow the Nintendo instructions. Don't screw your save files.
Just to let everyone know.
Don't play that.
Don't play Zelda. Period. Just like skip it all over. Anyway, it's moving on. More games coming to PC.
Yeah, speaking of PC,
Speaking of PC, Alan Wake, PC confirmed. That's
Meh.
I was excited before Alan Wake came
pretty
out.
cool. That's pretty cool. It's such a long ways. Like it happens such a long. Like the game got released when, like, 2 years ago,
It kind
3
of
years
reminds
ago.
me of Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah, with the lights. But anyway, it finally just released on PC. Like, what took them so long?
Is
Did
it
they-
is American Nightmare coming to PC? Like, or are they just the actual Alan Wake?
Pretty sure it's Alan Wake with the 2 DLCs they had included in it.
Wait, they had
That's
two
not
deals?
bad.
Yeah, apparently.
They did.
Yeah, apparently. It says Alan Wake will be coming packaged with 2 well-received DLC add-ons for the game.
It looks really good too. The gameplay they showed looks amazing.
And I
Like,
think
graphics-wise?
they upped the graphics and everything for it too. It's
That
gonna be
might be
coming
worth picking up.
out it's quarter 2012, and it looks pretty good. If you haven't played Alan Wake, I suggest buying it on PC.
And if
But,
you like
uh,
Luigi's
I-
Mansion, I think you're gonna like.
yeah,
this
you're
game.
gonna like Alan Wake.
But
There's
as
probably
long
been
as,
things-
as long as it's not a full $60, I'll pick it up.
If it's like $30 on launch, maybe.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's not full
It's like
price.
it's like a 3-year-old game.
It's gonna be full price. If it's
Is it?
not
Do you know for
$60,
sure?
no, that's my guess. But if it's not $60, I will be very surprised.
It won't be $60. It'll be 50. It's on Steam.
55. We
Ah.
dropped $dollars.
If it's 50 or 40, meh, I'll wait. I'll wait till Steam sale.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun game. How it's gonna be received, I don't know. Like, they have didn't they announce the newest one already, that they're developing the newer game?
The new one is kind of it's not really the full-on game though. It's like a it's like
Really?
an Xbox Live Arcade version of it. Not version, but a different piece.
The American
Uh,
Nightmare.
Yeah, as far as I understand, it's not like a full-on game that you go to the store and buy. It's a DLC thing. Like it's a game you get on Xbox Live, like on the arcade.
Alan Wake ships for PC for $60. The Nightmare. No. That's what we're scared of.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'll probably pick it up. I'll probably play it. I'm not gonna play it on Xbox. I know,
Yeah.
and I do play mostly every game. Like, actually,
Actually, guys,
in this game are really good. I just never played it because it was on 3, PS3.
3 years. No, it wasn't. It's just 360. It's really good though. It's really
Yeah.
really good. I like it. I liked it. I beat it. And there's no reason to go back to it again, but I'll still probably get it on PC.
anyways, moving on.
Okay, we have the. Oh, right. I wanted to talk about this. It got released a while ago, and I never played it. It's called Sword and Sorcery.
I have
With
it.
the W. Yuri has it. Yeah, Yuri's played it, and I don't think anyone else has. Have anyone else heard of it?
Never
before?
heard of it.
No,
Yeah, it's a mobile game, and I was reading a
Oh.
lot of summaries for top 10 2011, and it appeared on every single list I looked at.
It's pretty impressive.
And what's interesting is that I gotta, like, I haven't played it yet, but I definitely do want to. It looks really good for a mobile game. Like, it looks amazing, and I'm just wondering, like, do you guys think that this is, like, more mobile games are gonna be coming out, more like indie games that
What do you
actually
mean by
have some
mobile
substance?
game? Like it's available on.
It came out.
It's
It
not
only
available
came-
on PC.
Yeah, it only came out on iPad, iPhone, and Android.
Well, it's not on my Android market.
Yeah, I thought it was Apple or
Oh, it's not on Android.
exclusive.
I thought it was on Android, but you might be right. It may only be on.
It's not on my marketplace.
I'm sure they have plans to support it, but their initial target was
Ugh,
the
I
iOS.
hate
Oh, I
ports.
can get it. Yay.
Yay!
Yeah, it's it looks really good. And what do you guys think? Do you think more mobile games will be coming out that actually have
How much
substance to them?
did it cost?
It cost $5.
I had to pay $5.
And how big
Actually, I
was
paid
it? How long was it?
Yuri,
I haven't
do you
beat it
played
yet.
it? How long have you played it?
Played about an hour, I think. It's pretty good. Like you can like explore, and it's more of like a you have to get in the mood game. Like you have to have your headphones in. You have to like take your time. The music is really good.
You know what I mean?
I have a
I-
hard time getting into those kind of games
Yeah.
on
Really?
my phone. If I'm on my
This-
phone, I'm in the washroom, I'm taking a poop, I want a nice little flash game to play. I don't
Yeah,
want to be like,
that-
oh,
that's
let me
why
get
I
into the storyline. This is amazing. No.
And then
Like, I
someone
don't-
knocks on the door an hour later. Are you okay in there?
Like, have you ever gone into a DS game and beat it completely?
Oh, yeah, I have, but that was different.
What's the difference? That's what I'm wondering.
Because I don't know, I have a hard time, like right now I have a hard time being like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate all this time to like a mobile game. Because phone games are not on the same level as DS games in terms of quality.
But that's the thing is that this game is.
If
and
they do
people
release
say it's
games
better.
that are worthy, like of the same level as DS, then I'll buy. Then I'll maybe I'll consider it. But like
Like, I
DS
don't
games, like I got what like 30 some hours probably out of some of my DS games. I will
Yeah,
never
I-
get like line.
But
I guess
I don't
so.
think that's the point of them. I think it's not to get 30 hours, but maybe a 10-hour experience where you can sit down and play a mobile game.
Yeah, but
Oh.
like I don't know the point of that. 'Cause, like mobile games are just when you're mobile. Like when I get home, I don't want to sit for 2 hours and play something on my phone where I have my TV and Skyrim.
But maybe you'll want to if the games get better.
Do you own a DS? Do you own like a PSP?
No, I have a DS and a PSP, but
Do you ever use them and sit at home? And it's like the same idea. It's like mobile phones want to replace that in your life, and with phones like the Galaxy Nexus that have such a big real estate on them, I think that there's an opportunity for them to actually replace that, like to replace them, right?
not with a Vita coming out.
Even with the Vita coming out, I
Even
think they
with
can
the
still make
Vita.
a pretty big splash.
I don't see it.
Like it, you don't have the game doesn't have to look like amazing for it to be a good game, right?
Well, no,
You
I
just-
agree.
Right? Like, it's like from what I've seen, it looks really, really good. Like the music looks really good. Like if you can get into it, I think this
The
game
music looks amazing, eh?
I'm seeing it with my eyes right now. It looks so good.
You're one of those synesthesies acts.
It's-
What?
They like see music or like they see numbers flying around everywhere.
They take
Oh,
drugs.
yeah.
No, those people actually exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
No,
like
I
when
believe
they
it.
smell something, they'll see a different
Legit.
color.
Yeah, he's right.
Patrick, a neuroscientist, he knows this stuff.
Right here. It's true. Anyway, yeah,
It's
man.
like the Matrix. Like they see the numbers come down.
I'm gonna try this probably right after this podcast.
See, for me, it's if I'm playing a game on my DS or my phone,
You're
it's like
pooping.
yeah, there's that. Or I'm watching like a movie, or like I'm playing like some smaller game on my computer, and nothing. So I'll play a game. That's probably the only
it's so
time.
bad.
That's the only time I'll be like, oh hey, I'll play my DS games
I
usually.
finished the sandwich, so now, like,
At least you don't resort to something else when your hands are free.
Well, actually,
It's like DS in one hand.
for some games you only need one hand.
Good thing Catherine's not on the DS.
really burning through those screen protectors now, aren't you?
Oh, dude, it's so worth it. So worth it. Too far? No?
A little bit.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a real future. I think next year we're going to see some games like this that come out. Hopefully,
Oh.
not these like shitty like what are the popular games on there
Doodle
like
Jump.
Angry Birds, Doodle Jump, like
Oh, that
Cut the road.
Trinity
Ninja
Blade.
Cutter or whatever, the ninja cutting game where you cut the.
Oh, that game is amazing.
What's that epic game? The epic game that made a lot of money.
Something Blade, Infinity Blade?
Infinity Blade. That made a lot of money. Like,
Yeah, it sucks
wow.
too.
You know what made a lot of money too? That rip off of that old school game. I can't remember.
Angry Birds?
No. It's the game that
Angry
Worms
Birds.
is based off of. You know that game? The Worms is based off of.
Worms
Oh,
was based
tanks.
off something?
Tanks. War tanks.
Oh yeah, tanks. They had that old tanks game. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was-
That game was
Yeah,
sick.
everyone's like, whoa, this game is so cool. It's like, wow, I played this like 15
Yeah.
years.
I played this on DOS.
Yeah,
Sir Patrick.
and then they made Worms, which was better anyways. So you're
Yeah.
just like,
and like That game made a retarded amount of money too. I think there's a future in this, and I don't know if it depends if they can break that, like what you guys were talking about, is that like are people going to sit down and actually play legit games, or are they just going to be like Angry Birds, woo?
Yeah, but see, the thing with me is it's like when you have to pick up those games. When I'm on the subway, I'm just like, if I get into a game, I'm missing my stop, and I'm late.
I gotcha. Yeah, I know you.
You're just like,
Oh shit. Yeah, it is true. I hope there are more games like this because I'd play them.
Would you definitely pick them up? Is that something you will do?
I will pick them up. You know?
Actually, he'll actually do it.
All right, I'm gonna head this off to Lucas. StarCraft, go.
Well, it's
That's a terrible introduction. No, that's do it again. Do it again.
Neuroscience, StarCraft, go.
You usually starts off with it. Well, this is actually really interesting.
Where's the segue?
Never heard of it.
what is a segue? Oh,
well, see, this is really interesting, guys. Basically,
It's really interesting. Neuroscience, go.
Ruining Christmas.
Anyways, speaking of games and StarCraft. Nice, I know. Okay, basically, this article is talking about transferable skills and how video games have some potential to actually have, I guess, to have transferable skills. They had an example of how chess does not have a lot of transferable skills, where chess players can look at a board and memorize the pieces on the board if they're in a chess-like configuration. But if you put chess pieces on a board that aren't in a chess-like configuration, like you have all the pawns in the back row, or it just doesn't make any sense, they can't actually memorize the board configuration.
I can actually confirm that because I saw Sherlock Holmes over the weekend, and there's a scene about chess, and then they're all like being cool and stuff, and then they weren't even looking at the board; they're just looking into each other's eyes. They're like, "Bishop to R4," and he's like, "Oh, ooh." It was really cool. So yeah, that's true. That's definitely true.
See, like line up chess pieces as checkers.
Anyways, what they're saying is that StarCraft and other video games have some potential to have transferable skills. Like, oh god, what are the things that they said? It was like multitasking and visual hand-eye coordination. And god, I had it right in front of me. 1 second. Oh god. Anyways, basically they're finding they're finding some evidence that playing video games like StarCraft can improve other abilities that aren't related to StarCraft.
There's been a lot of studies done on this in the past too. I've read a few in my studies along the way. Like one on FPSs having very good. You get better spatial memory playing an FPS versus people who don't play FPSs. For example.
Really?
Yep.
Spatial memory, like you.
Yeah. Stuff. No, so you have like quicker reflexes to your environment, and you are able to remember things better, like your spatial memory.
Here we go. I found it.
Saying is we should play more Battlefield and other games.
Why would we play that kind of
we just
mediocre game?
Whoa. Oh, this guy.
Whoa, the truth comes out finally.
That's for our next podcast.
Yeah.
Oh no.
A Christmas special where we talk about mediocrity.
Yeah, mediocrity.
Here's exactly what they were testing and shown that video games you may have faster visual reaction times, enhanced visuomotor coordination, and heightened ability to visualize spatial arrangements.
That means a lot to me.
Really? Reaction times is better, and you can.
All right.
Go big guy.
Okay.
Wait, can I cut in first?
Sure.
I want to confirm Lucas's reaction time thing because this one time, someone held a ruler and they're like, catch this ruler, and they dropped the ruler, and I closed my hand before the ruler even got to my hand, so it just fell on my fingers and toppled off.
This
So-
one time, this dude passed me a water bottle and I caught it. That's proof right there. Like,
No, I'm pretty sure the last time Yuri passed his keys to you two, Sev and Patrick, you both dropped them.
I meant to drop them.
You scumbag.
oh god. Yeah, anyway,
Anyways,
what I was gonna say, have you guys ever heard of this? This test is basically 4 blocks in a row, and then you have to orient it with your mind to figure out like what if they're the same block.
But can I touch it with my hands? Or
Oh, you mean it's like a box or something?
John-
It's like a piece of paper that's not folded.
No,
And
it's,
what do you
it's a piece of paper, and there's 2 images that are in 3D. You have to rotate them to see if they're the same shape or a mirror image of each other. Heard of it?
I don't know.
Pretty common, man. Oh, never mind.
yeah,
Go on.
common for the person in fucking neuroscience.
No, it's
Yeah,
this is a-
I hear about it every day
Oh.
at school when I'm
Yeah.
learning about the brain and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Brain and-
Oh, yeah,
When I'm learning about
keep-
calculus in my engineering courses, yeah, we talk about freaking rotating things in our mind all the time.
Is he a Jedi? Like, oh, in our mind.
Believe in yourself.
Oh, never mind. Go on. Just go on.
You're the host. I'm done. Play StarCraft. It'll make you
Done.
play video games.
StarCraft.
It makes you better at life.
Yes.
Actually, true. What your mom
Legit.
says.
Don't play
video games
chess.
wrong.
Chess is bullshit.
Play StarCraft.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we're gonna move on to VGA.
Why
Go.
even bother?
Oh,
The video game
Freaking
awards.
disappointment.
Yeah,
What a
Oh my
joke.
trailers. So yeah,
Cast, and they were talking about the VGAs and how it's like the biggest freaking piece of shit on television and award shows.
Well-
It's like the MTV Awards for music. Who gives a shit? It's just a big like publicity stunt.
I liked it.
It's good that we have video game awards. Like, it's great that like the industry's finally getting something like that. It just fucking sucks that it's on Spike. Like,
Well,
It's
They
so
don't like
bad.
Spike.
no, it's
Okay, you're
It's,
off the podcast.
No, isn't this a bad thing that's on on Spike? Is they try to it's too over the top with the trying to appeal to the audience. I think.
Try to appeal to the 13-year-olds that are watching the show. Because that's the only
Yeah.
people that watch the freaking VGAs.
on the other hand, like, I mean, like, cool, they had, like, you know, some of the celebrities is a little bit far-fetched. Like, they had fucking will.i.am from the game. Like, they kept announcing him. But would you rather watch... Like, no offense to him, he's a great developer and everything, but, like...
Well, I would. Most people wouldn't.
Whoa,
So-
this guy.
I don't know. I like the fact that these developers got a chance to be celebrated in this somewhat ridiculous fashion. I mean, they get to walk on stage and
Get teabagged.
there's get
But
teabagged.
the
There's
thing
other
is
celebrities
that
around.
a lot of the awards weren't even on the television show.
yeah, like Miyamoto's award wasn't even on the show. His like honorary award. Is that right?
He got a standing ovation, didn't he?
He got a standing ovation, but he got an honorary award before, where they handed it to him before with the award. He wasn't even on the show.
Well, they can't fit every award. In
No,
the
but
show. Something
the
bad
other
that
thing is I was listening. Yeah, exactly, and I was listening to this thing about this guy. He's like, "What if the VGAs were the Oscars?" And he just goes on and on about like these like crappy movies that are like legit garbage that were just like made for the sake of making them got like these awards. For example, he mentioned like Call of Duty, like won last year as like top game of the year. Represented like indie games, for example, aren't represented. Now they did make it with Bastion this year,
Bastion.
but you know Bastion is like produced by like
Warner Bros.
Warner Brothers, right? So they do have some type of backing, but like Minecraft, like was Minecraft listed there? I think it was.
Yeah,
the
it
most
was.
biggest download, but you know that game is like massive. So just games that aren't listed on there that are like legit, like because the Oscars, I guess, is more like artsy, you know.
Yeah, it's prestige. It's been around since
You know?
like what, the 20s?
That's what we need. That's what I think we need for video games.
Okay, give it 100 years and we'll have a good award show.
No, that's Oscars was good when it started. It wasn't like shit.
That's because when it started, anything was good.
but the thing, the video game awards is because like think it's like this niche audience, so they try to get more people to watch it. Because they're saying now, if it wasn't
Well,
like,
if it
what
wasn't
is
such a
now.
joke, I think more people would watch it.
I think if it wasn't such a joke, nobody but gamers would watch it initially. Because like now we're just watching for how bad it is, and like in 2 years we'll be watching it to see how bad it is, and then we'll be like, this is actually pretty fucking good.
But like, what about like, art films? Like, who watches art films?
Our people.
Yeah, exactly. So then, who's gonna watch like indie game or like not even indie game, just like legit games with good substance? Well, gamers.
We
Right?
should do that award show. Just us. We should just
That place.
We'll give out awards, send them to the companies.
What
Congratulations!
the fuck is enjoyable?
and
No, it just gets thrown in the junk mail, dude. We get it.
Send them like something physical that they can't throw out. They have to look at it.
They can throw it in the
Make decisions
garbage.
to throw it out. No, they'd be like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Garbage.
Thank you guys. See,
Thank
I-
No, they'll be like, paperweight, awesome.
Just covered in joyblind.com.
We don't like more stuff. Here's this paperweight. You won. Like, it's designed.
We use like our business cards for the past.
Genius. Fucking
There you go. Marketing
gold.
strategy 2012. Award show with paperweights.
Joy Blind Awards.
No, but VGA already has paperweights.
Ah, damn.
Oh, I got it.
Zing.
Yeah, man, the actual awards, I had so much trouble understanding what they were. There was some like weird alien or something. I was like, this has nothing to do with gaming.
More
Even though-
like Phil.
And I watched the trailers. Most of them were pretty bad.
I like the Mass Effect trailer.
it wasn't a trailer though. It was a gameplay clip. It's all
I
it
did
was.
not.
I'd rather want that.
It's pretty
Maybe
cool. I got
less excited
goosebumps.
for it. Maybe less excited for it.
Well, you're a scrub. Anyways, and another one that I enjoyed was
Rising Revengers.
Revengers.
Revenge.
there really wasn't really anything else that was really good in my opinion.
I think the one I laughed at the most was the Tony Hawk. He looks like he just realized in real life that Activision still has him under contract for like 3 more years. Like that animated face is just like, let's get this out of this.
I'm Tony Hawk.
Just like, shit, I have to do this garbage still?
I like video games, and you should skateboard in my video games. Can I leave now?
That game looked like it was from like 8 years ago. What
Yeah.
the
Tony Hawk
trailers
was
were
good
just
too,
bad.
sweet.
Yeah, they were. And like, one of them though. The new IP for
My
Last
dog.
of Us?
wow, what's it
Last of
called?
Us? Or
BioWare,
the
the Command and Conquer Generals 2.
Yeah.
What a
No,
horrible
not
trailer!
yeah, that looked bad. That
Like,
was.
it didn't
Rainbow
do
Six Patriots
anything.
trailer
It's like
was
30
stupid.
seconds long.
The Rainbow Six Patriots trailer was so bad.
I remember that.
No, okay, no, I disagree. I think that game is gonna be fun.
Which
What?
They
which
showed
game?
nothing in the trailer. The
What
trailer
game
was
is it?
like.
You know what I always
Rainbow
wanted to
Six
do when I played
Patriots.
Metal Gear Solid is play that guy. I'm like, I'm like right before I watch a trailer, I'm like, it'd be awesome if I could just play some like crazy overpowered guy with a sword, and then it's like, oh, sick.
And throw a robot.
I don't know. I was disappointed by that because Rising's been what? It was announced in E3 like 2006 or 2008 or something.
Oh, did you go that one
No,
too?
wait, it wasn't that old.
I feel like it was pretty old, anyways. I thought
3
they
years or
they canceled the idea because like, wow, this idea is stupid. Let's rework it and make this into a good game. So I was expecting this trailer to be kind of more like Metal Gear Solid 4-y, but then it turned out to be the same stuff they announced like 3 years ago or 4 years ago.
Hack slash hack.
Yeah, I was
hack,
like, I don't
slash
like these games that much.
Oh,
Like,
and
the
Instead
trailer
of a
was-
watermelon, it's a dude this time. You slash
Yeah.
one. Like 37 more times.
The Diablo 3 trailer was. It looked good. It tells you nothing as usual with Blizzard stuff. It's just CGI, but it looked nice.
that was the
Nice
one
to
I
see.
liked the most because playing the beta, I now understand actually more of the story. After that trailer, I get more now.
I get the story.
I see where it
The
came
Hitman
from.
trailer. I feel the Hitman trailer was also pretty good. Again, doesn't tell you anything about the game. Just the CGI itself was good.
You know,
But
A good CGI. The who's the company that makes Uncharted? They have a new IP.
Naughty
right?
Dog, The Last of Us.
Naughty Dog.
They said, and I quote, I think they released somewhere that The Last of Us is not a zombie game. It's like a love story, which I find disturbing because like they look like it's a father and daughter. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
and
What
is
kind of
that
love
voice actor
story?
Ellen Page? I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, I do know who that is.
From Juno.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, she looks like that's
Yeah,
what I
I'm pretty
thought.
sure it is.
That looks like that chick from Juno.
I'd play that game.
I'd
No.
play her.
That game, but it's not.
Just say
What?
I said I'd play that game. What?
I didn't say that.
I'm gonna
The
look
thing
it
with
up.
Mass Effect though, like the Mass Effect trailer kind of had me a little bit annoyed because I want to see the story stuff because they stopped stressing the story stuff, and that has me worried. Because like if you remember Mass Effect 2, like all their trailers were like, oh, you have this choice and you have this choice, and this is this awesome. Story.
I'd rather not have them show too much of the story in in these trailers because it's the end of the trilogy. I want to know a little about the story.
What happens if the story's
Before I go
depressing
to the
and
game.
crappy though? That's I think what he's saying is that they're not putting enough effort into the story and they're putting it more into like the mechanics.
I feel like they're just putting in less effort into like showing it off.
Yeah, but they
So-
have mode. Like the thing that had me worried even when they announced like, oh, you can have this mode where you don't even have to choose dialogue options. Like, who the fuck would buy that?
What?
Yeah, they have 3 modes that you can play.
Yeah, we went over this last like 2 weeks ago, Yuri.
yeah, dude.
What
I
were
thought
you
that was
too?
a full
Were you
co-op
too
or
busy
something.
playing Bastion or something?
Yeah,
I didn't have Bastion last week.
Oh,
Did I?
they did. It's been on sale like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Oh, maybe I did play Bastion last week doing podcast.
look at this guy.
Scumbag.
Undivided attention.
Oh god.
The one thing I was really
Anyway.
I was disappointed in the BioShock Infinite trailer. It was actually really bad. If you've seen all their other
Yeah.
trailers, it was just a
Yeah.
mashup of everything else they've done. They put no effort into this.
Man, people need to
Oh.
stop trying to be Gears of War 2 trailer. Like, that was cool the first time they did it, and you're failing every other time after that.
Oh, I do remember that trailer.
The
Yeah,
Gears of War
that's
trailer is
true.
good all around.
Oh, and I have the breakdown for those like who want to check them out. I have the breakdown of all the trailers on our page too. I think I did that. I wrote that up yesterday.
It's actually on the screen right now.
Yeah.
What's on the screen? Sorry.
The
I love
Oh.
Surge stuff.
I love what I said for
Oh, okay.
Command and Conquer Generals 2. Like that's the only thing I could possibly say about that game. I feel like EA is just kind of offshoring like IPs to BioWare now, just because of the BioWare name. They're just gonna be like, yeah, take care of this.
Take
Publish.
care of this crap.
Yeah.
It's
But,
not Ellen Page, by the way.
Oh, it's not?
Ah.
It's Ashley
Actress.
Johnson.
I don't care.
Have I heard of her before?
Yeah.
1 second. Oh yeah, she is the daughter from
Of Ellen Page.
What Women Like. What
She's
Women
the
Want.
daughter.
The daughter.
It-
Oh,
That
that
girl.
totally looks like. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
what?
we just watched that movie the other day.
Providence.
2 weeks ago, guys.
Oh wait, you're right, we did.
Can I tell the world we watch What Women Want?
It just shows that we have a sensitive side. Not all gamers are like dead inside.
Dude, that looks nothing like the CGI of her. That's sad.
No,
Maybe they took Ellen Page.
No, it's
made her young,
like her
put
10
voice.
years from that movie. She's slimmed out a lot since that movie. Like her face is a
Oh,
lot
really?
slimmer. Yeah.
Nice. What?
Okay.
That's a little bit moving on.
Oh, you're right. She has. Wow.
Okay, now I have to see. What's her name?
Is it on the screen yet?
Yeah. Here. We'll post this photo for everyone to enjoy.
It's on the screen right now, actually.
It's been on the
Oh
screen
my
for a while, actually. Ray. Wow,
Damn
you're
it.
really behind.
That's
think
not
that's-
bad.
That's all right.
Okay, did you guys link this somewhere?
I love how long the link is. It's just like
Yeah, I
literally.
know.
so much.
It's literally like a million characters.
Oh, that's her? Whoa.
Apparently.
She must be old, though. I mean, What Women Want was
She's
pretty
28 now.
old. Are you kidding me? How old was she in that movie? Like, the actual age she was playing?
Oh no!
No, it's just weird. She looked a lot older.
The
She
movie
was
when
also in Growing Pains, the movie.
That's
the movie came out in 2000,
And
so she
Teen
would if
Titans.
she's 28 now,
Should be like.
she would have been 18. Wow.
Well,
Okay, we got way off. topic.
I know.
That went fast.
yeah, way to go, host. Keep us on track here.
Jesus.
Wow. Worst
Whatever, you know-
host
You're all fired. You're all fired.
ever.
All of you. Anyway, let's move on. PS3.
She's been on a lot of
PSN.
things.
We're not done
Okay.
yet? Jesus.
Screw her. Hold on, okay. We're marching through one last topic, okay? PSN, top selling indie games.
What are they?
Marvel
that
baseball.
cake game.
Limbo was number 1, and that's really cool because Limbo's really, really good. But
Limbo
what's
I
interesting?
just got it again yesterday.
Yeah, they have a lot of good titles on here actually. Some of them I've never heard of, obviously, because they're probably on the PSN only. But we'll post this link for everyone who wants to see it and check out more indie games, and that's really it, I guess. Buy the Humble Bundle.
Worms to Armageddon.
Wait.
That's on that. That's where Braid is there.
Sorry, let me interrupt for a second. This is gonna blow your mind. Okay,
Oh,
1 second. This Ashley Johnson person was
Yeah?
the voice of Gretchen from Recess.
Yeah.
Gretchen.
What's recess? What is recess?
are you serious?
It's a
Oh,
chocolate.
she the nerd? The nerd?
No.
What's going on?
I'm
had,
from,
like,
I'm from
puppets.
Ukraine. I'm from Ukraine and I watched it. Come on, man.
What? What? No, that was no. When did you come here?
When I was 13.
Well, what year was that?
2002.
Well, back in 2000. Okay.
He was there too.
Just saying. I remember watching Dexter's Lab and like some other cartoons.
Oh, Dexter's Lab. That was so good.
Pinky and Brain.
Yeah, Pinky
Okay.
Brain.
I think we need to end this right now. It's just oh shit, oh crap, I forgot to Pokemon.
No. Who cares? It's Pokemon and
Hey,
versus
it's a new
Nobunaga.
Pokemon game. It's big news.
It's sick, dude.
A new
I wanna play
Pokemon game
it,
comes
man.
out every fucking year now.
Dude, this
There's
is
a
like
new Call of
a-
Duty.
God.
an RPG and Pokemon. Like a real like even though Pokemon is an RPG technically, this is like a can't wait to see. And there's Seva's dog jumping all around. Yeah.
She's walked to the couch. Walked in the couch.
So if it isn't any other JRPG, it's probably gonna put me to sleep.
No, this game looks really good. If it keeps to like the way that the trailer was with like the graphics, I think it's gonna be really
I
good.
think it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, honestly, this is
So
like
you
a
definitely pick it up, Pat?
Pick it up. I will pick it up.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Anyway, yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it out today. You know,
Wrap it out.
Put it out.
wrap it up. Pick it up and we'll take it here. Yeah, this has been another Speaking of Games, and
Where can they find us,
No.
Patrick?
I guess Joyblind, and all our contact information is there. Our
Joy,
Twitter-
Joyblind, did I just type Joyblind into my URL here? Or just,
Yeah. You used the computer before, and your Seva.
that's not working. That's
Didn't showing.
joyblind.net. It's not working either.
Okay.
More.
Joyblind. Joyblind.net. Oh
You
God.
can find us on joyblind.com, just an FYI.
You can
I said
also
that.
find us out on Twitter at Joyblind. All our
Oh right. Twitter. All our Twitters are displayed, right?
well, for those listening to the audio,
They're here right now.
Patrick, why don't you tell the audio listeners what your Twitter is?
Mike. Pat.g.vice.
And then Serge, why don't you go? And then Yuri, and then Seven, and I'll say mine. You know, we all can say our Twitters. You know.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you so bad at this, people?
This is the Patrick
Why?
Vice show, so really they only need my Twitter.
So my Twitter is JBVSev,
See, he's
Sev
changed it.
being STV.
Big update.
just to make it a little easier to find because having my first name on there is a little too confusing for some people apparently.
And everyone, whoever.
95% of the population.
If it's a V and an S right at the start, okay, it's gonna be impossible for people to find. Just-
Gotta be creative, okay?
My Twitter's heard about Surge. Probably heard about him. I'm on this podcast.
Yuri.
Oh, me? Mine's my name. So Yuri Gorelick. Should I spell it out?
No, the
No.
Gore,
Too
like,
many
It's not
Without-
Gorelick, okay?
Gore like without the E.
Garlic? What?
Okay, spell gore like you're gonna, murder someone. You have gore everywhere, and then lick, but without the C.
Or like without the E.
Yeah.
No. Like the E at the start.
But this way it's more like you're licking gore, so like gore lick.
You know what? How about we just move on?
Like C.
How about
And-
we just wrap it? Just
My Twitter's LDHTV. Patrick, why don't you stop this abomination?
Let's-
Yeah, wrap this thing out.
Wrap
Pat.
it out, I'll drop you a beat.
It's another exciting podcast, and
That's not rapping. You're not
I hope to see you guys in the. I guess we're gonna have our last end of year podcast, and hope to see you guys have a good Christmas and all that.
Whoa,
Happy
whoa,
New
I don't
Year,
celebrate
happy
Christmas.
happy holidays.
Why are you
Happy-
excluding me?
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah and
I actually do celebrate Christmas.
other thing.
Okay, you know what? You're fired.
I just want to exclude a demographic. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa Day, happy fasting or
How about we
something.
just say holidays and
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy
Alright.
Hal-
Oh, Festivus. Have a happy Festivus.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.